I And we are recording. All right, so we're going to get started. Hi, everyone. And we are here to kind of just give you a brief introduction and to kind of walk you through our online learning classes and how to access the parent portal. We've tried to make this as simple as possible so that it's not adding extra challenges to you at a time where life can be very challenging, and we are aware of that. And so now more than ever, we really wanted to do whatever we can to continue to bring our community together, our dancers, our families. There are bound to be hurdles. We ask you to be patient with us as we're kind of trying to do this ourselves. This is a whole new area for both Nicole and I and all of the teachers. So we ask you to be patient. We are trying and working really hard. I want you to know that all of the teachers, all of the staff have been working really hard this week to try to get all of our information online and to get us up to speed and how to do these online classes. And I'm going to talk you through that specifically and try to again to make this as easy as possible for you, for all of us. And we'll reach out and ask you for questions and feedback after we get through the week so that we can modify and do it better as we move forward. Anything you want to say, Nicole?
We just miss you all. And as we said in multiple meetings, we're trying to keep as much normalcy as possible in our students' lives. And we just want to keep everyone dancing in this difficult time.
Sorry, I can't stop the dings on my computer. See, I have two laptops going right now and notes and my phone. So I'm really trying to be technical. So I apologize for the little glitches. Okay, so I'm going to start right away by showing you how easy and simple this is. We will use the platform Zoom to do our online classes. And in order to get that, I'm going to share my screen, so pause while I try to get to my desktop. Okay, so hopefully you're seeing this. And I'm going to start really from scratch. I got to turn all these things off. Okay. The very first place that you need to be able to go to is the website. So that is studiobdancecenter.net. So if you can get there, then you are good to go for all of this. And so at the very first page, you will see the button here called Parent Portal. I think I'm going to try to get this video on the website on this first page too. So if you need to refer to it for the future, you'll be able to do that. So you're going to click on this Parent Portal button, and I'm going to walk you through this. So there we go to the Parent Portal. And this is going to bring you to this page. You all, as registered dancers, you all have this parent portal. We don't typically access it. Some of you may have, and some of you may have not ever done that. This is not new to us. We've had this a long time, but sometimes parents may not have been needed to use it before. So I'm going to sign in as me. I do have both of the girls on here, but I also have Stella Boyle, who's our new student, who will be taking some classes. So I kind of uploaded her information. By the way, more than likely, you'll have forgotten your password if you did sign up a long time ago with it. It is completely fine. Everybody does. Just click on this forget your password link on the bottom. I just created mine again a little while ago, and I hope I remember it. Not now. Okay, so it will bring you to this lovely page, which has just some basic information, and I want to just point you to the icons that are on the bottom. So hopefully you have no questions at this point. You go to the studio website, click on Parent Portal, log into the Parent Portal. In the day of your classes, where you see this top screen here, today's schedule, it will list your classes or your students' classes on that schedule. Obviously, today being Sunday, I think. There are no classes scheduled there. So what I'm going to tell you to do, if you wanted to make sure your classes are there, is you're going to click on the calendar. But like I said, the day of, your classes will be right, oh, I'm pointing as if you can see me pointing, your classes will be right in this box. And underneath the class title will be a video icon, which will show you the Zoom link. But I'm going to actually just go down here to show you that when you click on the calendar, and as you can see, I have Kiara, Sabrina, and Stella. So on my class calendar, my colors, I have lots of classes because Kiara is peach and Sabrina is blue. That's surprising. Sabrina is always blue. And Stella is pink. I would click on, say, Stella's in Mini Company Tap, and you will see that the video icon is there and you can hover over and click on it. That means that a Zoom link is there. The Zoom links will not open until the teacher hosts the class. So once the teacher is in the class, you click on the Zoom link and it'll say, here's Mini Company Tap. It's not starting on Sunday at 5:15, but it will be on Tuesday. It'll go to my class and it'll ask you if you want to open Zoom. You say yes. We have another meeting in progress, so I'm not going to do that. But that's really just as simple as it is. You're going to click on, I'm going to back up so you see, you're going to click on the go to my class and it'll bring you right to the Zoom link. Nicole, did you want to clarify anything I just said, or does that make sense to you?
Nope, it all makes sense. It seems super user-friendly so far, so.
Yeah. You do want to make sure that in the parent portal in the beginning here, a very first step before you even start classes is just to verify. I mean, Miss Donna and Miss Beth do a really great job of getting all of this information into the computer and updated, but just verify that all of your classes that you take are in this system. There are a couple of different cases where kids might be in Rising Star and Shining Star, or Mini Company. Am I muted? Okay, there we go. So there are some cases where kids might be in different classes, and I just want to make sure everybody's classes are in there. Otherwise, you won't have access to the Zoom link. So just double check that. Email the office if you don't have your classes listed in there, and we will make sure we update that on our side. That's just one little troubleshooting thing. All right, I'm going to go back to the parent portal. So that's how you get to your classes and the Zoom links. So everything will be live. I'm going to talk about Zoom a little bit a little bit more in depth, but I wanted to just point out a couple of other things on our parent portal. So number one, calendar is down here. I told you that's where you can look for your Zoom links. The other thing that is, it's a work in progress, right? Is this shared files button. So I'm going to click on here. I'm going to click on class music. So you can see this is where we're uploading all of our music. We're really excited about this. It has taken time on our part, but in the end, we want all of our kids to be able to access all of their music, cuts as is without any background noise from the studio. So these are the music cuts for all of the classes. Obviously, it's pointing to my kids' classes specifically, including Stella Boyle, but your kids' classes or your classes will be on there with access. And simply, you just click on We're in the Money, and voila.
You got it!
Right
now
there.
pull it out!
So kids may be able to practice from there, we hope, and use the music from that. Also, under this shared files spot is the class files. Oh, you uploaded all of these, Nicole?
I did.
You're so good.
Hours today. Let's do Painter as an example from,
Imagine.
yeah, that's a good quality video.
Okay, so again, we're in the process of this. Not all videos are up there, not from all the teachers, but you can see that a good amount of stuff is here. And hopefully we'll have it finished by the start, or at least at some point during the time next week. Again, you click on this link for, these are the videos I wanted to point out. The other things are the music. So you get right to the video. So these might either be the class videos that we have in class. They might be teacher choreography of kind of working through their choreography in their quiet home setting now to kind of work through steps, or they're the competition uploads. So you'll find a lot of information already there. Again, this is not new to us. We just probably never took advantage of this benefit. So I'm excited that it's available to you, and we already have it. The only other thing that I can point out from here, back on this parent portal main site, is I was so excited when I saw this too. I definitely spend time uploading the costumes and the information behind the scenes, usually for my own benefit to keep it nice and organized. But then I clicked on this and I'm like, what's under here? Oh, yay. Did you see this, Nicole?
I never see it from this end. I only see it from the admin end.
I know. So here is all of your costumes that you will eventually, someday, hopefully soon, get to wear for your classes.
Look at Painter.
That has to be updated. Yeah, some of these are a little updated on, but at least, again, you can look at them, talk to your kids about, oh my goodness, your costume is sitting in the box at the studio. They might be excited about that. And we still need to tweak a couple of things on here, but at least you'll have some access and knowing what that is. All right, so that gets us through the parent portal, how to get through music content, video content from your classes. Right now, when we Zoom, I am recording all of our classes. And the hope is, because I anticipate there'll be glitches, the hope is that I will be able to put these recorded classes on YouTube and upload these into the file spots in case people cannot get to their classes this week when we send out the schedule, which is going to look the same as much as possible as we have in the past. And we'll send a note or an email by tomorrow with all of that information. But we realize that this is a new normal for so many people with online classes, with having all of your children at home, with parents trying to work, trying to manage house, trying to cook, and all of us in the same spot. We all feel that, and so we're trying to be as accommodating as possible and be able to still offer the classes. So I think for this week, we will try to get the videos on a YouTube link, and then you can watch them at another time. And again, we'll kind of work through those pitfalls as we go, and hopefully that's not too much of a problem. But I am aware of it, we are aware of it, and we're working on it. Anything, Nicole, that you have to say?
I just wanted to go back to the videos on your parent portal. All of my classes' videos are up there. So if I teach any of your students' numbers, they are all up and ready to go, as well as the music. So those you don't have to wait for. You can get them tonight if you'd like. There was something else. So when we're doing some live classes, we are going to try to get ahead of time everything you'll need for the live class. So for example, my older kids, if I'm doing a strength and stretch class, I'll let you know prior to the class starting, you're going to need like light hand weights, a yoga block. That's just an example. So we will try to get you any additional items you'll need for your classes before starting, just so everyone's organized and ready to go. And yeah, that's it.
And so as far as the Zoom links, You'll open up the Zoom link, you'll have the information before. Realize that the first couple of minutes will be waiting for everybody. If you haven't already had access to a Zoom class or a Zoom meeting, I know the high schoolers are really familiar with it, middle schoolers are. Maybe the younger kids are going to learn a new piece of technology, which it's never too early to start, I suppose. So by the way, it looks like this. You'll get to, all of the kids will be able to be in the class together if you're not familiar with this technology. So you'll see all of the students on the side in the gallery, and they'll get to say hi and wave to each other. We've already kind of met with our older kids a few times, so it's kind of been fun. And they've, you know, again, the benefit of this is that it kind of in a different way brings the community together to socialize and see each other and share their love of dance in a different environment. It is pretty cool. We get to see them. We've said hi to all of our older kids, so we can't wait to see our younger kids as well. But make sure, if you can, to find that space that they're going to work. Obviously, the different classes need different things. But a small amount of space. We are taking our time to think about our curriculum and our content and kind of modifying as much as possible in terms of what we're giving them. Obviously, we're not going to be doing aerials in acro across the floor. So all of the teachers are being mindful about all of that. But we do need them to have a safe space, as much as possible free from distractions, and a place that they can kind of at least listen in. We will have them be muted on their side so that if there's background noise, it's not going to impact everyone listening. They'll be able to unmute, or they'll be able to raise their hand if they have a question, and we'll be able to work through them. But again, we'll work through all of these things. The first couple of minutes of the class will kind of be going through all those logistics and kids getting excited to see each other. So the classes might not run the same length of time initially until we all get used to this new technology. Also, there's a little lag time on the end of the listener, which you'll adjust to and kind of figure that out as well. What else? Teacher.
Maybe the assistant piece, like for our younger
Yep.
classes.
You want to talk?
We're hoping to have some of our older dancers pop into the Zoom for our younger students. So say if I'm teaching choreography or running through the routines, our assistants are going to be watching for making sure everyone's in unison, on the right feet, just correcting them as it's harder for us to do because we are going to be like in front of the camera. So a lot of our older students are excited and offer their time to help virtually assist our younger students. And it'll be great for them to see their faces as well and get that face-to-face one-on-one time with them as well.
Yeah. We think of the benefits of this is that we're really going to be able to see each child as an individual and not as a team. We always talk about your team, we have to dance as one, and this is a different perspective from the dance world, but I think it's a benefit to the kids because we'll really get to focus on each student. We have some really creative ideas. When I initially was talking to Nicole, one of my things is, hey, you know, we've got this. We're special educators. We're constantly modifying what we do in our real lives and in our jobs. This is exactly what it is. So I think, you know, that's one thing that I feel really confident that we're going to be able to give our students. So I'm very excited about that. In terms of that schedule of class, just to go back to that, so the beginning might be slow to start because we'll get everybody up and running. We also will take the time if kids have to transition to a next Zoom meeting, like for instance, tap or acro into tap and then tap into ballet. Give the kids a little bit of time to sign off of that meeting, get whatever they need, go to the bathroom, get a drink, and then sign into the next meeting. So again, the timing of things will be a little flexible in the beginning so we can kind of get all those things worked out. Again, we'll send you the schedule for next week. It will look as much as possible the same as it has always looked. And I think I said we will connect with you after the first week to check in and see how we can improve it for the future. Our goal is to be here to continue to do what we do. As long as we know you're out there, we're going to be here and doing our thing. I just wanted to make sure we have other things planned as well, like other challenges planned and having kids send us videos. So we have a lot of ideas to kind of get through these next, whatever, days, few weeks. Hopefully it's short. We don't know. And then talking, I know there are a lot of questions out there. I have them too. And as much as I can answer, I'm happy to, but you all know I'm sure that we just don't know any of these answers. I did put an FAQ on the website that answers some of your questions, and hopefully we'll find out more and go from there. We want this to be fun. We want it to be interactive. We really want to bring the community get together, as I said, as much as possible. But we totally recognize the challenges and the stresses. And that's, again, one of the important pieces of this. We want everyone to feel the benefit of this as being, you know, helping to promote their physical being, their mental being, their social, emotional well-being. There are a lot of pros to this, and we want to continue to promote that. Finally, I think please make sure that you like us on Facebook if you don't have us on Facebook already. Instagram, we do have a TikTok channel, we have a YouTube channel. So we have lots of things out there, and there's lots of good information and fun things on all of those in all of those places. So just to stay connected to us as much as possible, those are ways to do that. Anything else?
Just going back to like everyone's mental health and well-being, I know we haven't solidified anything yet, but we know as parents that this is a challenging time for you and super stressful. So we are even talking about what classes can we provide you as some time to decompress. So whether we do a yoga class or a bar class, something for you to have your mom time or dad time. We are working on that, and that'll probably come a little later, but we're thinking of you guys too, and we're here for you as parents, as our dancers. You're part of our family too.
Yep, absolutely. So hopefully that answers some of your questions. Please reach out anytime. We're always available if you have questions about this technology piece. No question is a dumb question. We will get through it together. I make mistakes a lot. So I will fix whatever I need to. If there's a glitch somehow, I just need to kind of hear about it and know about it, and I will do my best to kind of work through. I do have some support at home for kind of technical things, so that helps me out. But just again, please be patient. Oh, and Frankie, please be patient with us as we try to get through this together. And as I posted earlier, you can see my, on the Facebook page, you can see my new studio room that I'm getting up and running.
I posted mine too today. After.
Just be together. Like all of our mottos as a Studio B is be strong, be you, be ready, be everything. Be safe, be well. It's like so important right now, and I'm so glad you're a part of our community. That's all. Thank you.
Bye. See you next week.